Good evening, everybody. Welcome to FMA Discussion. This is episode 342, and tonight we have Master Eugene Samuel, and he will be showing his version of Balintawak. He's going to be explaining his journey, and he's going to be doing a demo for us. So if you have questions or something you would like to see, please put it in the comment section. Also, please tell us where you're watching from. Smash that like button, and we're going to be bringing them up now. Hey, so you're so Japanese style sitting,
Kind
and
of like, who cares?
I like it.
Oh,
I like it, and some cheesy movie lip syncing.
yeah,
So
my
yeah,
revenge. That's good.
that's funny. You just under my random. Oh man. So how things going?
I'm sorry. Say again?
How things going?
Oh, so far so good. Thanks for having me in here.
Oh yeah, happy to do it. Um, all right, so let's jump in. So let's go. What was pre Balintawak training? Did you have any martial arts training, or did you just kind of jump into FMA?
Oh, I started martial arts at the age of 8, and my teacher, if I'm not mistaken, the name was Dudi Bala. The school was Musa. I was 8 years old, and it wasn't really that formal until I was around 12, where I started, regular karate class. That was February 13, 1985. It's been a while. So, I was doing
85.
karate, and then in between those, in vacation, I go to Cebu because I grew up in Mindanao, in some part of Mindanao, Dipolog City. And in between the vacation in Cebu, I trained Tat Konto under under the system created by the great Jose Jugo Milan, who was also a Balintawak teacher. That was around 1986, 85. So that's how long my journey started in martial arts until I started FMA. My first influence in FMA was Yuli Rumo. I met him in
Who's that?
nine. Yuli Rumo is one of the five pillars of Lustrissimo, and
He's not important. I mean, GM Yuli.
honestly heard him since I was like 8 years old or something.
You knew
Because
him since you were 8.
I heard his name. I met him when I was around 15 or 16, but I really know his name like in the early 80s because my brother used to fly from Cebu to Manila just to watch the Pamantukan Kali Illustrissimo. He was one of the reason why, in my opinion, Illustrissimo was introduced to the world because he keeps on winning tournaments in the 80s. And when I was as a kid, I always hear the name Pidring and Yuli
Pedring his
and Tatang.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah, his brother. So those were the names that
The
I
Romo
used to hear.
clan.
Kind of like, yeah, clan and his grandpa, the great, was this Islam Rumo.
So the whole
And
Romo
then
clan, they were like legendary, huh? The Romo clan.
they were said to be a legend. Yeah, they have their own craft, and from his grandpa all the way to him, past to.
Yeah,
So
we all love Yuli. Yeah, I mean, but
he's he's one of the pillars. He's one of the greats. And then
and not to digress, but more and more I see from him, I think he's got the real. I don't know. I don't know how he got lost. I don't know who was trying to keep him quiet, but that's a whole nother.
met him in 1988, at least 88, 89. That was like December something. So let's say 88 all the way to 89. It was still Yuli Rumo. So he said, I mean, based on the story I heard, he was the teacher. He was like the main teacher of Illustrissimo from 1978 until I think 1992. Yeah, he was really famous back in those days. Those were the pre.
Yeah.
That was before the what you might call the thing. That was before the social media era. So
Yeah, I mean, just he always quotes with me September like 1970, like when you first met him. But yeah, he's absolutely incredibly instrumental in this, and I don't think he gets enough due in KI, in my opinion.
Maybe, yeah.
Um,
But at least, he was the influence of, he was my influence in FMA, and because he was in Manila, so and I was based in Cebu, so instead of training with Yuli, I end up training Balintawak, which is a pretty good system too. I first trained from his teacher, Jose Diogo Milan. That's exactly my first teacher in Balintawak.
so
Um,
that guy's name has come up before, but so before we get into that, when you're young living, I didn't realize you lived in Mindanao. Um,
I grew up in Mindanao, yeah.
yeah, I didn't know. Interesting. You mentioned the system that you did when you were young, Takuntao, or
No, that's Takunto. That is in Cebu.
oh, that
Uh,
was
I, I I was born in Cebu, but
or you
we
moved.
moved
Okay, okay. What is that
moved in Mindanao.
system? What's That's interesting. I never heard that system. I mean, what was that?
It's it's kind of like a Balintawak empty hand version of it, because the founder himself, Jogo Milan, Jogo is Balintawak student. He's one of Anjong Bacon's top student. He's also one of the low profile guys that nobody even knows about.
I was gonna say I don't know about him. Yeah, interesting. So what can you tell us about him in the system?
Yeah, what I know of, the thing that I learned from him, because when he started teaching, it was already the stick base. That was like a couple of years before he passed.
Okay.
So if you see Balintawak method, it's really an empty hand version. It's a really empty hand version. Kind of like, just the demo, just for demo, just like a quick second.
Yeah, sure.
If you see Balintawak doing like this, now I'll just give you an example of Balintawak. Just example, right? You see Balintawak doing like this. This one here, that one here. So now in Takunto, we do it this way, like this. See this one here, this one here.
Got
See, it's still,
it.
still like Balintawak thing. So thank you.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
that's the motion of it. So it's an empty hand version of Balintawak.
How fascinating. Wow. It is, huh? And we got some folks already jumping in. Man, they're just all happy to see you. So let's say some hellos to people. We got GM Yuli.
Hi everyone. Hey Jim Yuli.
Oh, we got Maestro
Oh,
John.
hi John Dong.
You know him. We got
Well,
Joel,
hey
yeah,
Jay,
Terry, Stockton,
hey
Jay
Brad,
Galone,
hey Eric,
Brad,
Kurt in
Kurt.
Canada. Oh,
Oh,
Canada, you
that's
come.
Louis. Oh, Master Louis Lindo. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Oh,
Yeah, we gotta get him back on sometime. And we got Dan from Pennsylvania. Wow. All right. All right. All right. So that's interesting. Wow, that's interesting. I just never heard of that. That's fascinating. So back to your first instructor there. So how come he's not well? How come he's more well known? I mean, what do you think?
I haven't heard of him anymore lately, but back in the day, that school was famous. The name of the school back then was Black Musang Karate Club,
Hmm.
and then after that, I went to 4 years later. I went to Black Kimono Karate Club. Those were like the famous karate school back on the day. That was on the mid 80s, so that was like long
Okay.
time ago. I don't even know how they're doing now.
Huh.
Before I
And
went
then
to
back to the Joe Go. I mean, is that the name of the system? Was it Joe Go Balintawak or was it
Jogo was the founder of Tatkunto. Tatkunto is the system
okay?
founded by Jogo.
Okay.
So Jogo started the system as Tatkunto, which is I would say the Balintawak version of empty hand. Balintawak
Yeah.
version, up to it evolves into Gukusha. Then from Gukusha it becomes the Palakabanate. That's where I started the stick, Palakabanate.
Blockaminati. So the one previous that Go to show, what was that? Was that just
That
a
was
transitional point between the two?
it's the stick version of, yeah, I like kind of like the Ansyong or whatever his invention, or the Ansyong version of,
Gotcha.
I mean, I would say the evolved version of the Balintawak that he was teaching back then. And I really like it because it's in the name that he was Yuli Rumo's teacher. So you need to say Yuli Rumo trained from him. So means to say he have some secrets to get better. So that's why I need to try this thing. And
Wow.
the
So
rest.
what was he interesting? Because one of Franz's questions, Jundis, is what was the difference between the two? And he's asking, could you show, I guess, a slight demo as far as the
Sure.
difference between the two? One, you
Which-
already showed the empty hand version, but he's asking now the Go show. Oh, if you could show something there.
Oh, the Goko Sha. Okay. I'm not so good at it, but I'll show you exactly how I understand it. The Goko Sha version is in Tat Konto, they started with the black and the counter, which is the typical Balintawak basic. The system of Gokosha is like there's no more blocking, just go straight. Of course, you need to angle it. You need to position yourself to get into position where you can get in. So it's like how to say it? It's a no touch system. Like I'll
Okay.
give you an example. I'll give you first a translation from stick to the empty hand.
Sure.
So in the basic Balintawak, we do it this way. Let's do because all the strikes are just backhand and forehand. Now the no block is different. Because the term they call is the transition to that is the thing they call dua sa centro or center line game. Means to say I have to center. But because the wordings they were using was blocking, even though it's an attack, they call it blocking. So it looks like this. Here, so that one here, I'm blocking. I'm blocking, but I'm striking. If it's a distance, it looks like this. Backhand. That one. Now, if I'm closer, if he strikes, then I get in here. That's why the strike here. I already got in there.
Okay.
So now it's like a zero touch. Now in the empty hand, this is the touch strike. Here, see? Now the no touch is the one here. You get in. Like, see, meant to say, I am getting in here. I'm attacking. That's the principle of it. You see it in all martial arts. It's just different expression of it. So meant to say, if you strike, I get in, then I can do my, after if I want to. So those are the zero block, which is you see in different arts.
Yeah, right. You're just going direct, but I could see the influence. I don't want to jump ahead here, but I could see some of that influence. Hopefully, I'm not mistaken. To GM Yuli, and I'm guessing that's probably where it came from.
Pretty much, and also the way I understand, also because if you look at Illustrissimo, if you look at Tatang, in my understanding, because I used to watch videos of, Tatang and other great guys. Tatang's system is the way he does it is he don't block it. He keeps attacking you, until he gets you. Kind of like, I'll give you example, like this one.
Sure.
Yeah. If you do block, this is how I see Tatang. This is just my vision of how I see it. If he blocks it, he strikes you. If you strike, he strikes you there.
Yeah.
So he don't do like this.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, he do this. But in education, they teach this one here. The Australia. In Balintawak, we let a block or sagang. In all systems, they do it the same block. They either do this, they either do this, they either do this. It doesn't matter. It's still the same block. So the principle is there. So he probably added, he combined both of them, the striking at the same time, no more blocking.
How interesting. That's just that whole, wow. That's, but I'm definitely seeing the correlation between some of GM Yuli's empty stuff when he's going right in, bypassing, and, for example, when he showed the guys, striker number one, how he's just basically just coming like right in and jamming him up and all that. So it's interesting.
That's very common. Even in karate, they do this kind of stuff. It's just they do this kind of stuff like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same principle when he does like. Let's take this thing. when he strike, just like this. You have his full work here.
Yeah.
See, and then he can right away get back to you, or get behind you.
Yeah,
It's the same
GMU.
footwork, couple
Yeah,
thing. It's
Yeah.
it's general. It's universal. It's just the one that impresses me is their own expression of how it's being done.
Yeah, GMU's got that hip twist into that. You know,
It's universal.
only he can perfect.
In his own way.
Yeah, nobody's moving like that guy, man. Wow. Okay, so those are kind of the differences. That all right? Neat. That was his. So his second question, which you kind of somewhat already answered, his influence on the present Baja Taboo. So I guess I'm assuming there's some influence, right? I probably should ask GMU this.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm not so familiar with the Bahad curriculum thing, but seeing it's really related to Balintawak. And the one that impresses me is Balintawak with the Illustrissimo in it. Like Illustrissimo strike, this is how I see it. I mean, this is universal. It can be in any system. It doesn't have to be just Illustrissimo as a whole. This strike like this, what they call this, redonda or different
Arco.
system. They call the separators. They call this
inside Rectilione or inside Arco.
Yeah, it's an Arco, redonda, flywheel, round circle, anything you name it. This is the upper side. The other side is this one here.
Yeah.
And then the reverse, the opposite of it, which is the reverse circle, or whatever you call that. This one here. And all the motions of Bahad is there.
Yeah, and the old bait checkmate.
Yeah, in the system, this one like this, if you stop it like this, the whole thing, right? This is 360 degrees.
Okay.
If you post it to 45, so it just end up like where it is supposed to be. Like if I just stop it right here, so this is the part of the whole circle. Circle it. If the circle all in it, it looks like this.
Yeah, interesting. Huh.
And the other way around.
The other one, yeah.
Yeah. So this.
Oh, okay. You temporarily froze. Oh, you're unfrozen. Okay.
All together.
No, that's fascinating. Oh,
If people put it all together.
Oh, that's neat. That's really neat. Oh, okay. So how long?
Now,
go ahead. No, I'm sorry. You were going to say something?
Oh, so that's how for the Bahad. I mean, for the basic of Bahad, which I only see a glimpse of it. I haven't seen the whole thing. In Jogo's Balintawak, they have this drill, like this. This is just this is probably where he got the idea. I can be wrong. Could be wrong. Can you clear it? This one like this. The one here. So now I'm just doing like what? Just the whole up to this motion. I'm not completing the circle. In two bells, in Velis Balintawak, we call it group 1. Clearing, lifting and clearing, this thing here. Get this, that one like this, from this motion here. Which is from the strike, this one here. You see it a lot.
Bait checkmate.
The checkmate thing. The ribbon patterns, or the X movement. Just the clockwise and the counterclockwise. If you put them all together, it looks like ribbon or an infinity form.
How neat! Wow, that's really neat. So how long did you stay and train with the first Balintawak teacher there? I guess how long?
I started with training with Jogo. That was 1990, and he passed on June 13 of 1991. So he passed due to colon cancer. So he died like too early. He was like 53, I think.
So you only had like a year or so with them. Oh wow.
He was born 1938. He died in 1991. So that's like 51 or something. Is it? Anyway, some 53 or something. So he's pretty young.
So that's 91. So what did you do? What did you do after that, or who did you seek out after that?
After he passed, because he always said that When I'm gone, there are teachers that Balintawak teachers that I would suggest you to train. He suggested me like go to either Veles or Villasen. And of course, I have more access with Veles. From the person named Oliver Mag-Oyon, his Grandmaster Oliver Mag-Oyon, he's based out in Canada. He's pretty good too. He started in the 70s or something, 70s. So he introduced me to Moni Veles, the son of Chofilo Veles. And since then, I started training with him in 1992 until now. I still call and ask him some questions. If I have some Balintawak questions.
Wow. So when you were so okay, and there's a few brothers as well, correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. I learned I learned. He's my main Balintawak teacher in under the village system, but I also train with his brothers Eddie and Chito, and I train a lot with him. I learned a lot from him.
So okay, so were there any far as all right, so you started with them 92. Were there any really big differences, or is it mostly similarities as far as their translation of it, or?
They have their own they have also their own beauty. Like Eddie Veles parallels have resemblance with Jugo Milan's movement. I'll show you. And then also with Moni Veles, my teacher, he also showed me a lot of forms in Balintawak that we barely see. Like I'll give you example. Like people said that Balintawak have no flicking. Balintawak have no, because they said, if you hear stories, Balintawak only does linear or straight strikes or the corto linear, close range strikes. But actually, Balintawak also does flicking. And Moni Veles taught me the flicking of it. If you look at the history, Balintawak came from, Anjong Bakon came from Dusipares. So whatever Dusipares have, Anjong should also have it because he learned, he came from them.
Kind of split back then, right? Okay.
Yeah. Balintawak, Anjong Bakon, Balintawak is just like saying Christian is Jesus Christ. So, you say Jesus Christ is Christian. So now if you see Balintawak, it's Anjong Bakon. And then to make the story short, he showed me the tumbada. Tumbada is like flicking, but most flicking we see. Now, I'll just wear glasses. You know why? I'm so clumsy. One thing, I'll give you example. Maybe the guy is in attendance right now. I call out this guy. His name is Perry. He's right there.
Yeah, okay.
Perry Comas. When we used to train before, the funny thing is, first he hit me in the head. Oh, sorry. Okay, man. Okay, that's okay. Next time he hit his head twice with his own stick. I said, hey, dude, this is not good. We need to wear something because, who knows, one of these days you'll hit your eyes in accident. Now, since then, it becomes a habit for me to wear glasses.
Yeah, safe and sorry, sure.
Yeah, that's my boy, Perry. He's the one.
I do want to say that's a great style that you got going on there, though.
Yeah. So, in the basic of Balintawak, this is Moni's teaching to me. We do this, linear, and that one. In close range, this will look like this. This is Australia. In Illustrissimo, in other system, they call it different. The block like this, counter like this. If it's farther, it looks like that, and counter like that. Next, when you get better, you flick. So instead of blocking like this, you block like this. So it looks like this. I think you can see it right here. So if you strike,
okay,
it looks like this. Leave it there. Like this.
Okay.
So it's actually an abanico, but it's right here in the waistline.
Got it.
So
okay,
it looks like this. Tumbada. See? See, this is what you see here. So the strike. So those are the strike. So if you here, see, it flicks. You see? Those are one of the few movements that Moni taught me. So now later when you can kind of combine both. You can either block like this, and then give me 1 and then 7. So here, see, if you curve, then I tumba. So those are the movements.
Okay, all right, okay.
He showed before. So those are the tumbada. So for people who say that Balintawak don't do flicking, I will tell you, we do. I mean, for those
Yeah.
who don't know, just for educational, Balintawak do flicking too. So
Okay.
we
And
do.
then, all right.
So those are one of the influences I learned from Moni. Like here, you punch me, I do tumbada. This is a flick. So this is a flick like this. Right here you can see.
Yeah.
Now you find that one with this one, but it looks like this here. Ah, boom, boom. So that's that's how it looks like. That's one of the attribute that I learned that Moni have taught me before.
All right.
That
So that
we
stood out. Okay. For as far as, as far as being different. Okay. Um, so now, and you've been with them ever since. So was there anything else that kind of stood out as far as his system and compared to your previous instructor?
They are all good. They just have their own different different interpretation of expression of the art. Like if you look on martial arts, like let's say stick fighting, I think everyone agrees with me that the strikes are only just at least three of them, like horizontal, your palm pointing on the top,
Yeah.
your palm pointing on the bottom, and the vertical. So I mean to say, you can do 1,000 this kind of attacks with your hands like this, vice
Mm,
versa like this. It can be in different expression. You either use it this high, you either use it this low, you either do it that far, and the center, the same thing. If
mm,
you're pushing it down, it's a strike. If you're pulling it up, it's a thrust. Vice versa here. If you do this one here, this is a strike. If you push it up, it's a thrust. Same
yeah.
here. It's a strike and it's a thrust. So each of them have their own expression. So in Moni, those are one of the few that I learned. That
Mm,
one, and the the handling. He called it handling. That's where you apply the elbows. The that's one of my signature moves until today. The Moni Valley Shuffle. They call it the folding, or in Bisaya we call it pilo pilo or folding. Looks like this,
okay.
pilo pilo or folding. See here, I strike. Instead of giving the butt which hurts the ponyo, I punch, I throw the elbow.
Mm,
Here, same thing. I either punch, I either push, I throw the elbow. So now if we play, here, see, I do this one here.
I got it.
See,
Okay.
here. Now this is our, my maneuver there.
Mm.
It's the Moni Belly signature move.
Oh yeah.
Until
Okay.
it's awesome.
Wow. Now, do the brothers do they each have kind of a different flavor, or are they
Yeah,
pretty much okay? That would make
yes,
sense. Okay.
Moni Velis is more on his dad. Like I would say the finishing of him, like when he got the mastery level, he learned from his dad, and then Chito, his elder brother, learned from Villasin. So he
Mm.
always also have his own expression of it, from Villasin. And then Eddie, the youngest, have Ansyong Bakon. So I learned from them different ways. Like it's very 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 amazing. Like
Yeah.
I can show you Eddie stuff. This is one thing. If I don't show this now, this art will die. Like for me, I have no reason to keep this one.
Mm.
Because in the first place, I was never born with this. Like uh, I was just I was just fortunate that someone shared it to me, and I have no right to keep it. So I'll show you exactly what he taught me, and
Oh,
hopefully the audience can
awesome.
see it, and probably they can figure it out to make it even better. That's the way it's supposed to be, right? Like comparing a 1960 Ferrari to today's Ferrari, you can see the difference.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be better. So in other words, if I show this now and people can see it, probably they can add and make it even better than this one. So I'll show you how it
Okay.
looks like. Yeah.
Great.
So Eddie's what Eddie was showing me too was he called it duwa sa centro or center line game. He learned that's what he learned from Anchung Bakun. One of the lessons he learned from Anchung Bakun, the center line game, which you can see in different systems. Like you can see it in Wing Chun, you can see it in other systems, but it's the game in its own expression. So in center line game or dua sa centro, all the blocks are the center, all the attacks and the center. This what I'm showing you now is just the Balintawak way that I learned from them. Okay, so here, right? If I strike, I give you a 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock strike.
Okay.
That's angles, all center line. So here, this is number one here. He blocks, he counters. This is my counter right there. So I give you number two, right there. That's his block. It's all center line game. So if you do it in distance, it will look like typical, can be retirada. It can be any system, or like Pikini, you do the break in, break out. It's
Break in,
same.
break out,
The same principles of it. It's just center line game. So that's the one that I learned. Like if you give it number 6 standard center. This is my defense here. I don't defend like this anymore. Too far. My defense is right here. If you give me here, this is my defense right here. I don't defend anymore. This one here, because if he defends like standard, if you defend here, right here, see, look, if I make it tight, this will get in. Vice versa, either side here, if he blocks tight, it's gonna get in. Center line game. That's very good though. Yeah, we used to. That's what I learned from him. From until the last time I trained with him in 2019 when he came to California. Like leaning in the wall and then leaning in the corner of the walls.
Okay.
It forces to just to
the whole center line. Okay. All right. What about the younger brother?
That's Eddie.
That was
and
Eddie.
A cheap game. It's more the elbow control.
It was more on the elbows. Okay.
The elbow. I mean, he also have other tap, but his specialty is the elbow. So it's here. See, this kind of range here. Here, if he gets in, you.
Okay.
This one here. So this kind of game, and plus the buksai, like buksai is like in English that's paddling. You're what they call that? Rowing. You're rowing.
Rowing. Okay.
You're doing a buksai. Yeah. So now in buksai, means to say if you do the elbow here, if you throw the elbow here, like that, means to say if you put the stick, it is this one. So means to say here, right? I throw the elbow. This is unloaded. If I load it with the stick, it look like this.
Okay. All right. But stick. Okay.
It's close here. So even if you're this close here, you have something to, especially you do grappling. It's good to add up something in between.
Yeah.
If so, you can tenderize him before you put him to the ground.
Yeah, definitely. I can see where you can obviously pull clinch work off from that and all that.
Yeah. Pretty much clinching. Yeah, you can add it up here.
Yeah.
Yes, thing.
How interesting. Wow, they each have their own flavor. That's really neat. Okay. So all right, so you're training with them, but then you move, right? Right?
Oh yeah. I moved here to United States in October 15 of 2001. It's been like 21 years. 21 years and few days. Let's say 21 years and 15 days. That's how I am here in the United States. See?
So
it's awesome, right?
Yeah. How old were you when you moved?
I was like 29. I'm old.
So was it just like a job offering or something, or you just wanted to get out?
I got here as as an IT back in the day. A working visa a long time ago. So I got here. I didn't know. I got a shaky start because that was during the .com went down. So I had a hard time, but now I'm good.
So all right. So prior to moving here in 2001, was there any other FMA arts you did while you were there, or was it pretty much you concentrated on Balintawak?
Bu- before I got here, I
Yeah,
was
correct.
fortunate
Yeah.
with other masters too. Like I was fortunate to train with Nick Ilizar before in the Philippines. Yeah, the great Ising Atilio. I used to train with that before. I used to train with him before. He used to go to my place, with my brother. He used to hang out before with him and my brother. I was fortunate to train with him a little bit too. That was like 1997. I also trained a
Before you
little
moved
bit.
here? Okay.
Yeah, before I moved here. Yeah, before I came
Yeah.
here. Yeah, I know Atilio long before he got here to United States. I also trained Barao Sugbo with my when it used to be Arnis Diablo. That was the first name, and my late teacher was Rene Kapangpangan. So
So was it? Did you know Sinenzia, or did you know?
of course, I do boys in it. I know boy, and I was also fortunate a little bit to train at least one session with his dad.
Oh wow.
The late Gregorius Inesa. Yeah, I trained. That was 1997 until he got shot in year 2000. Then when he got shot, I also quit training for a little bit. Until now, I didn't train yet. Then once in a while, I met Boy in 2014. I trained a little bit, but it's been a while since I trained Barao Sugbo. I also trained Barao Sugbo before.
So all right. So all that. Now, did you train with all during that time with GM Yuli or anything? No.
In the 90s, I haven't trained that much. I mean, I only trained with him. He went to our place like once, at least 1 day or 2 days. That was the only time I trained with him, except for then 2 days like in 88, 89. That's the only time that I trained with him. Just a little bit. He was he started me with those those Cadena Real thing. Oh no, yeah, those clearing or arco strikes, doble carrera, those kind of thing.
Double, yeah, wow. Yeah. So 88, 89, he must have been flying around the room, huh?
Oh yeah, he was pretty fast before. Yeah, he was still in his 40s.
Man, he must have been like
he was skinny, like it's been that's it's like the transition of how he used to call me. Like when I first met him, he called me Ta, means to say ta in English, that's kid. Then next time he met me in 97, he called me Dong, which is hey boy. And now he calls me Bai, means to say hey buddy. So that's the long transition that
so you went from kid to boy.
Dude, that's how long I know him.
Wow. He must have been holy crap. 80,
yeah.
80, 89. He must have been flying around that room. Oh my God! Because
he was, he was still, the great Yuli Romo of Pamantokan. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, because I watch how he moves now, pre-surgery, when he was in 70s. It's like I can't believe somebody that age moves like that. So back then, man, he must have been just
but not as technical as now, though. Not as skilled as now, but he was way, way faster.
Yeah,
smoking fast from the footwork, the hands, and all the stuff.
Yeah, and then coming with the flying salto.
Oh yeah. The first lesson he taught me was like this. Hey, come on, kid. Follow me. He is like this. He go like this. Okay, what you're gonna do is hit your leg. Okay, no, move your leg while I hit. Okay, do like this. So that's the first lesson he taught me. Then now next we went to that the coconut tree in Luneta in 1988. That was a little shorter. That wasn't too tall yet. So we do like this. We put it like this. Like I put the stick there and where the coconut was, and then I hit my leg. So it looked like this. Boom. So that is for this one here. That is actually for this. The old form that he had. Strike here, strike. Ha! Boom! Bang! Boom! Yep. That's kind of like those are the movements that he showed me before. During that time.
That's so typical, right? What he's doing, right? A double step back and then flanking and that flying.
The flying kill. But I was for this one before, and they always want me, if you do this, don't square your shoulder because you're not hurt your shoulder. So you do this, You
Yeah.
swing like this, and then
I
you
gotta
back
start
here.
doing that. No wonder why my right shoulder's about to fall off. And all those damn arcos and everything. I know. I have to start to. Yeah. I gotta
Yeah,
start.
kind of like that. Because if you do like this, you're gonna hurt your shoulder.
Yeah. I already have.
Unless if you're really good in it, but for
Yeah.
newbies and you try to do hard, you're gonna hurt your shoulder.
Too much heavy weapon training, man. It's starting to. Yeah. Wow. So okay. So then you all those guys to land, and then of course, as you mentioned, you moved here 2001. So when you moved here, you're still obviously staying in touch with your teacher, Master Velez. Are you picking up any new systems or training any with anybody new or?
When I got here 2001, I haven't trained until 2005 when I met the great Zach Taco of Bronx, New York. He's also Balintawak. He's a student of the Velez. He's actually a brother-in-law of Velez. His sister is the wife of Chito Velez. So I was fortunate to meet him in New York. So I started again. I resumed my Balintawak there. So I started playing again, feeding again, until 2008. I met Raul Marquez. He's another super genius guy, illustrissimo guy who
So you
really.
met Raul. So all right. So you had a 4-year gap. Was it just you just getting acclimated to the States and just taking some
Yeah,
time and
trying
okay.
to survive and all the stuff, until I find something better for myself.
Yeah. So
So
so how'd you so you when did you meet Raul?
that was 2008. I met Raul with recommendation of my friend, my training partner before, Johnny. So we trained until I left New York in 2013. Yeah, trained a lot in Central Park. I remember in 2011,
Mm.
New
Oh,
Year of 2010 to 2011.
yeah.
When the bell rang, 2011 New Year, I was still in the train, and from Manhattan to Jersey City, fast train on the way. And when I got off the train, it was 1:30 in the morning. So we've been training in Central Park the whole night till New Year. I still don't
Wow.
forget that. Raul is such an awesome teacher too.
So are you still in touch with him?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just there. It's just kind of low profile guy, Raul. Yeah, he's super smart too. He have his own understanding of Illustrissimo in his own way. Pretty awesome.
I was hoping. I know I've offered him a few times to come on here. But yeah. I know the whole political thing. But so so when you were here, any training with Giambavi at all or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. When in 2013, I moved from New York to North Carolina. So
Oh, okay.
I was fortunate to met the great Bobby Tabuada, and of course I trained. He's one of the legends. Who wouldn't
Mm.
train with him? You know, I was fortunate to train with great guys like Grandmaster Nene Gabukayan. He's pretty good too. Grandmaster Bobby Tabimina. Those guys are pretty good, and
So,
Bobby
yeah,
Tabuada. Yeah, I was
yeah.
fortunate to train with him, and I was even fortunate to be his partner in his DVDs. Like, I was one of his,
That's right. Remember,
down.
yeah, you're telling me that's awesome. Wow. Well, hey, we're we're ready for demos. So whatever you want to show. I know you already showed some stuff from the variations
Yeah,
of.
sure. Questions, and maybe I'll do some demos. Well, when someone asks questions, I would love to.
I don't think I've been kind of paying attention. Let me just see if any came through. I mean, I definitely got a few more questions, but if you wanted to show some stuff, and then I can get back to questions. Let me just see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. No, a lot of comments, but no. A lot of comments.
Yeah, I only react when someone asks, then I have make my brain process and try to see
Yeah.
what I can give.
So, what do you what was I say there? What do you now? Because you guys do the grouping or?
Yeah, we do in Vele system, we do groupings, and groupings are just like the base form of the art. Like it's not really the fighting art. It's just the base form. So if you understand the groupings, it's actually all there. Like I would say, clearing, all Balintawak does clearing,
Okay.
left hand clearing. Then group 2, just batting. All system, do batting and variations of it. Group 3, everything goes thrusting. Group 4, everything goes striking. And group 5, everything that goes grabbing and all the stuff, it's all there. Yeah. So, and one of the person who helped me also, like make me understand deeper the process was Raul. When I trained with Illustrissimo in 2008 with him, it opens, it unlocks my mind about, oh, this is group 1, this is group 2, this is all the stuff, I could put it all there. So, it makes it make me, understand deeper on it. So,
the question, just folks, if you're watching, just write in the comment section what you would like Master Eugene to show. But a question did come in from Kurt. Have you trained any other martial arts besides FMA?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I train karate a little bit.
Yeah, early on, right? You mentioned that.
Yeah, early on in the Philippines, I forgot to mention I also trained a little bit Wing Chun and Tai Chi too. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, far as you got the partner. Do you want to show? Unless some requests come in, you want to show like a little from each grouping, or whatever you guys have planned. I mean, I'm fine with anything.
Yeah. Okay. Since right now we're doing okay, I'll show you my understanding of group 1. So yeah, so like this. Group 1. This is group 1. I'll give. You either can start here. Do this one here. This is the very literal form of group 1, or you can start here. Doesn't matter. This is all just lifting and clearing. So you can clear. That one here. That one here. This is the very basic pattern of it. So if you have this position, meant to say, you have this, you already have good thing here. See, good thing. This is like in Illustrissimo, this panipis.
Panipis.
Right? Panipis.
Yeah.
Or this one here, see? So this is in an empty hand. This one here.
Oh, the orbitus to destruction to yeah.
This pattern here. The what's this? This pattern. This from group 1 alone. So the basic one and this the reverse group 1 here. This one here. Same thing. Where you use this. This is typical. You see this a lot, right? That's right. This one here. See? So this is from that pattern. This is from group 1. So that's one of the many things that you can do in group number 1. So when you play, it's just typical lifting and clearing. Here you clear here, that one here. Then now you add this one. Then you see, you can add it there after.
Okay.
Then group 2 is the batting. So you can put whatever you can put this one here, that one there. Now the basics like this. Now, means to say you have this. What is this?
Or vertical.
Yeah. In Tatang's terminology, he said the basic of his, as I heard from Yuli, one of Tatang's basic strikes are the Estrella and the vertical. Tatang used to say Estrella vertical. So this is Estrella, this is vertical.
Yeah.
So maybe say, if you have this is really like group 2. It can be a bat.
Yeah.
It can be a thrust. So this is Estrella, vertical, right? Estrella, vertical. So now, in Balintawak for safety, you can do this. Here, Estrella is vertical. See? Depends. Without hurting your partner. I see here, Estrella, vertical, or here. Sorry. Now there, see? Oh, here. One.
I'm trying to lower myself. You guys can see
this? It's just like I'm giving this, I'm giving this like this. See?
Yep.
I'm giving this one here, and I'm giving that one here. Or here. See? Same here. See? This is group 2. I'm giving that one here. I can give the elbow. Doesn't matter. I can give the thrust there.
Mm.
Empty hand. If you parry, you have this. See? Right away. You have this one here. The moment you hit that, this one here right away. I'm in. See? So 1, 2. So that's the pattern. It can be a strike too. Like if I strike here, see that one here, or it can be, this motion like this, doing this.
Yeah.
The reverse one. See, if I strike here. So that's from group 2, the body. So it's just like the basket or the base where you can put all the applications to it. And of course, group 3, everything is just thrusting. If you have in your system, if you have 12 strikes, all the 12 strikes can be thrust if you want to.
Okay.
Like that's where you come the lesson of the dua sa centro or the center line game, because all the strikes are thrust, can be a thrust. And in typical Ilustrísimo, they call it tres pasadas. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Those are all thrusting.
Yeah. Tres pasadas. Yeah.
That's very universal.
Yeah.
Very universal. That one here. See, if you do like this, thrust, or you can go up here, thrust, thrust. So if it's here, if I do, see, I go thrust. See this arm right away. So all thrusting. So all the strikes are thrusting. And then the group 4 is just from flicking to striking. It becomes like mid-range, like this here. It's mid-range. It can be a little longer range. See?
Oh, flicking. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You start just see. Oh, that one here too. And then the stripping, which is very typical, like group 5 is just stripping. And you see it in any system, like like this here. See? This one here. This one like this. And there. Because here, if you punches me, you have that. So you can counter and disarm.
Got it. Okay.
That's from that form. So that's from the stripping here. Or that one I did this strike, but I can also go the opposite one, which is your favorite, right? Here is you just slap in the face. This one here.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
So that's right. Yeah. So anything you can give there. And then group 4 is just the flicking, striking. Like you strike here, I give that one here. You strike here, see? You can't cover. Tap, boom. This is your favorite too.
Yeah.
Right? It's all like this. The one. Your favorite here, strike here. Back, boom.
Right. Yeah.
Or it's all like this here.
Yep. Huh. Really nice.
So that's from the pattern that you gave the group 3 and group 4 and group 5.
Okay.
Typical. So it's very generic. It's very universal. You can see it in all systems. This one here, see? That one here. Pack. Or the same here. Poke. This one. This arm. Hip.
Yeah.
Or the opposite.
Wow.
So very, 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 what's this? Very universal and very, very, very common. It's just my own experience.
Yeah, a question came in. It kind of parallels, I believe, Richie's, but we can go ahead and ask. And this is from Joel. Joel was cooking while he was listening. Master Eugene, what do you see as the main differences between the different Balintawak styles you have experience in?
Oh yeah. Oh, this is the best way to say it. Different Balintawak, a different expression of it. Like, let's say, Bobby Tabuada, he
Mm,
have his own expression of the Balintawak in his own way. Like, Nene, Grandmaster Nene, he have his own expression of different way. If it's on, it's his own expression. So let's just say the standard of the patterns are just in Balintawak basic, typical basics are just you block and you counter, you block and you counter. Now you can see it's being expressed in different way. Like how will say it? I'll just give you example. I'll give
sure.
you what they call uh, and um, kind of like this. See, this is how I see it. See,
Okay.
yeah. It's no offense to everyone. This is how I see it. You can correct me if I'm wrong. This is how you see. This is how I learned when I was training with Papi Tuwada. It's very nice. It looks like this. See, it's
Mm,
notice it. It's more like a herky jerky move,
okay.
and other system they do it differently too. Like my teacher Moni, it's more like smooth. So the expression is different. He expresses it differently. Like Moni, he does like this. 1, 2, 3, 5. Ready? Uh, very like it's very smooth. There. Uh, kind of like that. See.
Interesting. Okay.
So different expression. Others they express it like stop and go kind of thing. Like here, strike, block it. So different expression of the art. So if you look at it, they're all Balintawak in their own expression.
Yeah, well done. I mean, that the compare and contrast you did was fantastic. And Joe agrees. Interesting. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, okay, Richie's questions. He's got 4 of them. Good questions, though. And his first one is okay. All right. You kind of already answered this, but who are your main FMA instructors? What can you say about each of them? What are the influences impacting your FMA journey? You kind of already answered that, but if there's something else you want to add to that or whatever.
Okay, let me add up on something. Starting from Jugu Milan. What Jugu Milan had helped me through my journey is understanding the basic core of the patterns, like the body movements, which
Mm,
you can see in all Balintawak. The body movements, you see it in Yuli Romo, you see it in other Balintawak greats, the body movements. That's really one attribute that he really helped me. Moni Veles, he was the person to also to inspire me to explore the art. He said, "Hey, you're not the only one who knows Balintawak. There are a lot there who are good too. So look them up, understand
mm,
it, and explore it yourself." So and his system of training, because his curriculum is too long, very a lot of curriculums like push and pulling, bridging, hacking, and all the stuff. It helps me connect all the dots, put it all together, like all the system that I learned.
mm.
Oh, this is from Moni's way. He does it like this. I connect it all together.
Okay.
Raul, he helped me to open the key to put all the system together. And in Yuli Romo also make it deeper.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
just
huh?
I have 4 influence and a lot in between.
That's nice. So consider kind of those like the main 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, sounds like it's a
Other in betweens, there's a lot in betweens of those, but those are the
yeah,
main
yeah. But the main
main.
4. Yeah. Yeah. Master Yuli. I mean, yeah. I just enjoy my sessions with him. I mean, it's just you know, I try to do the best I can to keep up with.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? The first time he taught me before, when I first met him, he said, "Hey, listen. When you hold the stick, hold it like this. What's that for? You know why? In the fight, if you get hit, you're still there. You're still fighting. If you do like this, if you get hit, you can do like this. So that's why he used to do like this. Ah, okay. I don't know. That's
Interesting. Okay.
do like this. Now I figure out, oh, this is because if you try it like this, if you pull it, this will help pull the trigger, pull it back. Then this one
Yeah,
push
the
it
whole
one
yeah,
here. Now I understood it. Before just okay, just listen, just do like this. Okay, I'm listening.
yeah,
Someone hits you, it holds like this, but actually there's a purpose why
yeah, the
you do this.
whole give you the extension too. You know.
Uh, so that's very that's one of the things that I really remember from him.
Yeah. He's never been to the States, huh?
No, not yet. I hope we can make it. We can help him out here. That would be great.
I mean, nobody's
You
brought
know,
him here yet. Nobody's brought him here yet.
the world haven't seen how good he is. To be honest, in my opinion, hear me out. He's pretty damn good. He's really pretty damn good, and I just hope that people can see how good he is.
Yeah,
You know.
but what I'm saying is he's got those reps in the Midwest. Federico, no, those guys had never been brought Master Yuli to the States.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're planning. I don't know. We can ask them. Hopefully, but we're planning to here. Hopefully, it'll work. But it's still on the plan. It's plan is still a plan. It's not it's not gonna happen till it happens. So for now, it's just a plan, and I would love to bring him over here.
Oh my God!
Hopefully,
Yeah, I'm good at making
people.
things happen, though. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
yeah,
I would love to.
I just didn't know. I was wondering if anybody was talking about it, planning. Like I'm friends with Federico. You know what we should do? Are you friends with Federico as well?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we do. Yeah.
Why don't we all get on a group chat one time?
Sure. Yeah, we can make it work. Yeah, I would love to. Honestly, would love to bring him over here.
That's
You
what
know,
I'm saying.
like
If we all chipped in and his ticket and made it happen, you know what I mean?
yeah, I
Yeah,
would
we did it
love
with
that.
Brandon. I mean, we got Brandon over here, me, Jeff, and Vico. I mean, so it's so doable. You know what I mean? If you get
Yeah,
the right people to work together.
you're the right animal. He's really awesome. Like for me, at least, that would be a dream for me because my
For
main
me too.
teacher, I out bring here. At least with the help of my friends, we brought money over here. We
Mm.
brought Eddie here, and I hope I could help bring Yuli here too.
Oh no, we gotta make
That
it
would
happen. I just didn't. I was wondering if anybody was. Yeah, what we gotta do is just remind me. I'll send you a message when we're done here. But for all of us to get on, get a group chat together and just make it happen. You know what I mean?
And also, like he's too shy to when I was one of the reason I was one of the person who push him out again. I pull him out. Hey, come out because he don't want to show himself anymore. He just want to just resign. It's like step aside from the sun from the sunset. Then
No.
I encourage him to hey,
Oh my
you're still
God.
good at move, and it's just a ways that people won't see you. But hopefully we can make it work. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would love that to
no.
happen.
I love planning stuff like that, man. No. We'll make it work. Yeah, no. If he wants to come over,
Yeah,
um, he's got. If you got Dim Pronko making things happen, I mean, things are
maybe
gonna happen.
I would be,
You know, I'm just
yeah,
telling
that would,
you. And if I want that, if I want things to get, if I put, if I want something to happen, man, I go in deep, man. You know what I mean? Try and make it happen. So, all right. So that's Eugene's. Okay, what are the influences impact? Okay, so his second question is, what are their influences and impact in your FMA journey? You kind of already answered that too, but if you want to expand on it, you know,
yeah. I think I already did.
yeah, okay. His third question, in your opinion and understanding, what separates Balintawak from the other FMA styles?
Okay, this is how I see it. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying that Balintawak's the best. And also, it's not also exactly technically Balintawak. Let me just say anything that resembles that kind of pattern. Because Balintawak, if you look at the base, just take out the hand techniques and all the stuff. Because we have they have different way of doing it. If you look at the patterns, or the standard is like it's very natural. It's like when you walk, you walk like this. So by using that base, it makes it, for me, in my opinion, it's more it makes it easy for me to do stuff. Like in boxing, same thing, right? The footwork is always like this. Nobody walks like this. Yeah, nobody walks like this. Neither go like this, right?
It's a good point.
Nobody walks like this, right?
Yeah, right.
But you can do that. Nobody walks like that.
Can
Everyone walks like this. So same as Balintawak, they walk like this. They do like this. Boxing, do the same thing like this. Kickboxing, you still them do like this. I used to do this before in karate, but it's easier like this.
Yeah.
So that's what makes me like. I will give you example like in strike, right? If my strike's too wide like this, it's hard for me to do this, right? I'm gonna hit my leg. But if my leg is just, if my footwork is just right here, it's very easy for me to to do this patterns, right? But if I do like this here, I'm gonna hit myself. So that's one thing that makes it easier for me to do FMA that I love to, like especially if it's weapon. I don't want to do like this. I'm gonna hit my leg.
Yeah.
But right, easy for me to step back or step forward.
Just transition period, right?
Yeah. And then if I move, it's easy for me to move out, move in.
Yeah, that's what really, people ask you, like when they've asked me, why is KI, like, why do you love KI so much? Because I can stand erect. I'm not going into like these deep. I could just I'm walking. I don't have to bend my knees. I don't have to get in this crutch stance. You know what I mean? It's just natural.
But when you're older, oh man, I would love to just natural movements. And it's not only Balintawak. It applies to any system that have that kind of pattern.
Yeah, KI, right? I mean, just walking. You know what I mean?
Right. KI, boxing, or anything that moves like that, like similar.
Yeah, agreed. Okay. His fourth question: is Balintawak only close range?
That's a very good question. Honestly,
I thought that was interesting. Yeah.
Okay, let's start from history. Anchung Bakon is from Dusi Paris. Yeah. Dusi Paris have all ranges. They have close range, long range, mid range, and close range. I'll explain it to you. Yeah. So. So like this, right? This is how it looks like. In close range, it will look like this. Right? This is close range. And this is close range. Now in long range, you cannot use this left hand anymore. So the same pattern, I am using this. Let's just name some system that is familiar. What do you call this one? Like this.
Yeah.
This is right in Illustrissimo. In other system, they call it anything that looks like this. This is the mother for Australia. If it's far, I cannot do that anymore. So now, if I'm pointing the tip of the stick on the top, it's a block. If I do it like this, it's a block. But if I'm pointing it straight to him, it's a strike. Right? Now, if it's a long range, that's why in Balintawak, we don't block like this. We do like that, not like this. Not like this. It's like a little bit of that. My teacher Moni teaches like this. Mean to say, the pattern, it's not only for a block, it can also be a strike. Now, if I translate it to long range, it looks like this. See, it's right here. Down here. So now, meaning to say, if you are this range here, then we can start like the prostate, right? This is the mid range. This is one of the drills we do. Hit here. Yeah, quick. Now here, see. Now on here, see, that's mid range. Over. Now this is close range. Now it's far, so we still have that range. Group 1 is this range. If it's far, is this one here. Now to bridge the gap, now you can use this. Okay, see, which is group 1 in Balintawak. It is farther. It looks like this. See, so you have this pattern. Looks like this. So Balintawak have no range actually. It can be far and close. Mostly, just to correct other people, some people might think that Balintawak is only close. They are wrong. That's from me. They are all ranges.
You just showed it. Yeah, you just kind of substantiated it. So.
And you can make it better. If that's the idea, then you can make it better there. It's giving the idea.
How interesting. I mean, that's I can actually see what you just did there. I can actually see some of the sparring application or the fight application, the bridging. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like I don't make these comments publicly because I don't like to put anybody down or system down because I see value in everything. But one of the comments that somebody said to me one time when I did have some Balintawak people on, he goes, "Well, how'd they get there?" And what he meant was, well, how they start there. But I could just see now you just illustrated how you can get there.
This is how this idea. Like, see, if it's long range, because if you just locked in your game that you start only this game like this, like that, it will happen if you're far. Swing. I do like this, right? No, it's not going to happen. It's not like that.
Yeah.
That's why you lock like this here. Now you have this. You have your footwork like this one, for instance, the basic here. See. Now look at my footwork. I'm doing like this 1 and 2. Now if I make it wider, same thing. See, I'm there. Is it the same? Or like this, same thing. It's right here. Counter. See. So I'm using the same footwork, but I'm just changing the range. I either can stay far, or I can stay close. No, it's the same thing. It's actually the footwork that you use. Because if you look at the straight line, like if you look at the square, right? Square is composed of 4 straight lines. So they say Balintawak is linear. Technically, it's not. It all the 4 corners are straight lines combined into 4. It becomes 4 corners or four lines. So everything is linear still.
Yeah, interesting though. But you talk, you speak on it differently though than others, in a good way.
I mean, in a good way, because also, like my teacher said, I have to explore and understand it deeper. And they explain they have their own explanation of long range and close range too. So why they say Balintawak is close range? No, it's not only close range. It applies in all ranges. It only depends how you express it, how you understand the details of the strike. If it's going down, if I'm facing you like this, it's a clockwise. It's a Yuli's term. If I'm facing you like this, if I'm sideways, this is a clockwise, right? And the one behind me, it's counterclockwise. So I mean to say, if I'm striking like this in front of you, I'm doing the other way around, going up, that's counterclockwise. Right? If you put it together, it's a clockwise and a counterclockwise. And that's the bread and butter of Tatang Illustrissimo strike, the X, which he does is like this. And now it's expressed in different strike. Either you stay put like this, and Yuli add it with the Balintawak movement, which you use the body movement where you use this kind of thing. Now you're talking.
A scala.
whatever you call that. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just the
scholar.
term,
Well, yeah, his whole thing is right. A scholar. Yeah, a scholar.
the hinge, the door, or the scholar thing.
Yeah. How fascinating. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I just, I got a better appreciation of Balintawak just from you breaking down like the ranges. So that was a good question by Richie. Wow. Um,
And Balintawak, it depends on the expression of the person training it. Like
mm,
we do abanicos, but just not on the top. That's why I saw other system doing abanico, and I said, "Oh, that's very familiar with the Balintawak's tumbada thing,
mm,
flaking." Now we added the flake like this, a strike. Then a strike with this plus the flake, it changes.
right. Yeah. Huh.
Vice
That's really
versa, going
neat.
up, going backwards.
Yeah.
Same motion with this is the stick. Same motion with the elbow. Because if this is the stick like this here, the same motion with the elbow.
Mm,
You do like this here. If you miss, you follow up with the other one. Same hand, right?
right.
You do like this here. You miss, you follow up with the other one.
Right.
You're still
Huh.
there. So you do this one here. If you miss, this one will follows. The same. This one follows.
Yeah. That's wow. That's so interesting. And so what's neat too is you guys use I mean, I know you call them flicks / abanicos, but you use them defensively too, which is kind of neat.
Defense is offense.
Yeah.
Like I'll give you an example. This is defense is offense. Here, right? This is defense, right? But this also can be offense. If, like I said earlier, if like the tip is pointing on the top, it's a block. But if I point it at him,
strike.
it becomes an attack.
Right.
See that? It becomes an attack. Same here. If the block is, if I do it like this here, this is a block, but that's an attack too. Because I have. See?
Got it.
Mm-hmm. So that's a defense and an attack.
Yeah.
If you go to the principle of center line game, it's an attack. Like so, see, like this, right? This is the center line game is like this. Counter, basic. Counter. Right? Standard. So now, if I use the center line game, where I use my footwork to get in. See? See? Or counter. Now this already this arm here. Let's get back. You already have this.
Right.
Yeah, this is our all attack, which you see in the standard tres pasada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And emphasizing because it's more emphasized up to the waist.
Interesting. Wow. That's wow. So what do you? All right. So status quo. I mean, you got your teaching students, private. I'm guessing.
Oh, this thing. I'm different because I don't call them students. I call them training partner.
Training partner. Oh, I like that. Okay.
I'm a student of the art, and so must we all.
I love that.
I don't want them to kneel before me and hey, teach me all this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I just I learned something from the great Dim Franco. This is how we do it. Then let's train it. So now, if I learned something from the great Dean, and he figured out something that I didn't see, then hopefully he'll teach me. That's how we get better. I don't want to say, "Hey, don't teach me that. I'm your teacher." No, I don't want that. It's just me though. I can be wrong, but that's how I call my guys.
I think that's incredible.
I call them all my training partners because, like them, I'm just a student. To get better, you have to teach.
An argument here. I constantly preach that. I'm a student before a teacher, and I can't stand being called guru. It's just dean, and I still have so much to learn myself, and
we all have.
I like that training partners. I do like that, huh?
Yeah, because I'm a teacher, but I'm still learning from them. Well, why won't I call them just a training partner? Because if I'm learning from
Mm,
other people, then of course I got it from them. From like I got it from Dean, I share it to them.
yeah,
So technically, I'm still a teacher, but I just don't use the term teacher. I use it a training partner because I hope one day when they get better, they'll teach me what they
yeah,
got, or
yeah,
they don't show me, hey, Eugene, your style sucks. This one looks better. Then okay, teach me that.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, it comes
that's
around
how.
full circle, right? Yeah, that's refreshing. No, that I like that a lot. Wow. So, are you so okay? So now you obviously any
Train.
seminars?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, what's that again?
You got any seminars coming up? Any plans coming back to Connecticut? Anywhere else? Or
I have a seminar on the 13th of November in Sacramento.
Sacramento? Okay.
With my buddy, my idol Alex Garcia, awesome guy.
Oh, that's right. You
So
guys are doing something together, right? Okay. Yeah,
we're
yeah,
back to back. Yeah, he's the blade expert. I'm just the stick, and we go all together and
yeah,
make it
yeah.
fun. I'm looking forward to that too. Great guy.
Well, and anything like that? Any plans, John, bringing you back out to Connecticut?
It's up to John.
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
hopefully one of these days. I'm up to it. I'm up to it.
Wow, 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 wow. And so okay, so what are your future goals for you in the system?
Oh, just keep training and hopefully get better. Like I what I do is I train I share everything I learn,
Hmm.
and hopefully when they get better, they will they will develop, and they'll probably hopefully teach me one of these days. And I don't know, man. Like I don't want to use the term system, but what's the best way to use it? Like
Yeah.
I just teach my craft, and if you ask me where I came from, I will tell you where I came from. Like I learned Balintawak. I'm a solid Balintawak practitioner,
Hmm.
and also an illustrisimo practitioner. And I'm open to learn with anything that that can help me get better. And
Yeah.
I'm not the best. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I would lie to you if I say I'm not good. I'm good too, but I'm not the best.
Hmm. That's no, I think that's yeah, you're being honest and
Yeah, and also I want to train. I want to, the way I shared my bodies is I want them to learn, or I mean, I don't want to hold back what I learned. So I don't want them
mm,
to learn like for 10 years, like they still know the basics. That's not how I teach it. Like if I know a little bit, I'll teach it to you, I'll show it to you, and hopefully you make it better right away. Like like it's they always say the saying, right? Who said that? It's not how long you learn, it's not how long you train, it's how much you absorb.
mm,
A certain
mm.
guy, like it's not how long you learn, it's how much you absorb. No, it's not how long you train, it's how much you absorb. Kind of thing, right? Be like water. You kind of like that's why it's not how long you train, it's how much you absorb. Because
Yeah,
others have been training for 50 years and they suck.
yeah, yeah. They absorb a lot, right?
Yeah, it's like they absorb and make it better. Like you can train
Mm.
like a couple of years and you can be good in it. You don't have to train 50 years just to get better. Like, hey, you're not ready for this lesson. Wait for another 20 years. I'll teach you that.
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't want that. Do you want that? Like, hey, Dean, you'll be the best fighter in the world. Wait another 30 years.
Yeah,
You think,
yeah. When I'm old and broken down. Thanks.
yeah, you're 90 something and you're still, okay, where's that thing now? Oh, I changed my mind. Oh, no, that's not good. What if I fight tomorrow? So what else can oh, he was good, but he only taught me the first lesson. He didn't teach me the next one. That's I wish he trained me. At
Mm.
least I'm nothing to say. He'd give me everything and I'll make it better.
Wow, awesome, awesome.
And just the modern martial arts or FMA practitioner, I'm not stuck to like, hey Dean, train 5 years. After 5 years, I give you, the next rank, and then another 5 years, and then you'll be, train.
Usually associated with a certain dollar sign too.
Yeah, the almighty dollar. Yeah, give me give me 1,000, I'll make you, this rank also. No, I don't
Yeah,
want that.
yeah. Usually those two kind of go hand in hand. A certain term of yours associated with a certain dollar amount, right?
Yeah, so that's how I thought. Like I said, I'm just sharing what I have. And so far, I'm doing well. Now, I don't want to say I'm the best, but I'm one of the good ones. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, I've heard nothing but that from other people regarding you. So that certainly goes without saying. Yeah, yeah. Um, wow. Well, this has been awesome, man. I'm so glad we got you back on. This has been great. You know.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me here too. It's
Oh
been
yeah.
on the show of the great Dim Franco.
So we got so you're gonna be hopefully you're gonna be around next hopefully this week. I'm gonna try to also get together and train with GM Yuli.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um, you around this week? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'll be there for you. Yeah,
Yeah. No, no, it's just fun having you there and all that.
yeah.
See me look stupid.
Yeah, you look great, man. Like first you were doing this, later you're doing that, and now it's starting to do this. It's
Yeah.
getting now, now you're looking. Yeah, you're good
Yeah, now
now.
it's yeah,
That's
definitely.
what they call the process. Like first you're doing this, later it becomes that's
Yeah.
some other get it right away. Some other it's not sometimes that me honestly I'm not a fast learner. I'm really a slow learner. But the moment I get it, I'm not gonna forget it. So
You
it
own it,
doesn't mean
right? Yeah.
there are some. It's like there are people that don't get it right away, but that doesn't mean that you can discredit them because the moment they get that, they can even dig deeper than that. Then I'm one of those. If you teach me now, you'll probably scratch your head, but you just be patient with me, then I'll learn it. Then until I get better. Some
Yeah,
are blessed that they get it right away.
I know. I think that's fair. Oh, you know what? Another question. Just okay. This is from Kurt. What is your favorite training method?
Oh, my favorite training method because I've been influenced with stick. I train stick. Yeah, I love to do stick, and I always say weapon is the extension of the extension of the hand. So I do stick because I don't want to get cut and I don't want to hurt anyone, so I just do stick. But that doesn't mean I don't know how to use anything. But I just do stick. It's the easiest way for me, at least in my one thing why I like it. Because in stick, if you see the stick coming, there's a chance that you can react to it. Like if there's a stick coming, this is smaller, the hand is bigger. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right.
Mm,
How I see it. If I see this coming and I can react to it, either I flinch or I get out from it, then there's no reason I cannot see this coming. It makes sense?
good point. Yeah.
That's
No, it most certainly does.
yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. Most definitely makes sense. Huh. Yeah. Wow. But awesome. So what all right, well hopefully I'll see you like during the week with
Sure.
GM Muley. It's always a good time when you're there and of course with GM, and Mansoul.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
is he still actually I wonder if he's still in Manila or is he heading back?
I think
Let me find out.
he's in Camotes right now. Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
It-
Okay, so he's back. Okay. All right.
yeah. For those who want
Okay.
to learn too, he's starting to teach Zoom. You guys, whoever wants to learn from him, he's
Yeah, I know.
here
I
too.
mean, yeah, I think it's well, I'm a little biased, of course, but I think I just think he's such a treasure, GM Muley. And just for more reasons than one. Historically, just the tournaments he could speak on, just a different,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, yeah, you know what I mean. To me, he's a living treasure. Yeah. So
Yeah. He was he have a lot of students who are pretty good, super
yeah,
good.
definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So we gotta do is I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget. But so me, you, Federico, gotta get on the phone. Um,
Yep. Yep. Put me in.
and we gotta get him here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right.
And
Well,
I've been reminded to right now because he's still recovering from the injury.
yeah.
Just
I mean,
don't
I'm thinking like maybe next
minimum.
summer. Yeah, I know. Ah! No.
Don't cry, don't jump, just relax.
Oh my
Easy.
God, have him do his flying salto and then. But yeah, I'm thinking like if it was late spring, early summer, I'm thinking hopefully he would be healed by then, right?
Yeah, most likely December, January, he should be good. Like, let's just
I
say
think he was
January.
thinking, yeah, I think last time we spoke, he seemed to think like, yeah, late winter, early spring, he would be good to go, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah,
Still good to pitch, but he's not good to spar yet, you know.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, awesome. All right, Master Eugene, thanks again for coming on. This is a great episode. I mean, the
Oh,
comments, yeah,
yeah. Thanks for having me here too. Appreciate it.
yeah. Oh, and tell thank your guys for me too. And all
Right
that.
here.
Um, but all right, then I'll be talking to you soon.
Yeah, great. Thanks. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming. Have a good night.
All right, you take care.
All right. You
All
too.
right. Wow, what a great episode. He's such a great guy. Wish more and more were like him. That's neat. Training partners student. Huh. I really like that. That really resonated with me. But who is coming up next? We're kicking off November. And so for November, we got a women's episode, Luis Prado, Portugal Stick, Mike Cardenas, California, Greg Bichardo, just C-Lot demos. Going to be an episode on the joint seminars people are doing, just to those who participated, get their lens on that. They try to get Burton back on for part 2. And what else? A few other folks. But yeah, that's all coming down in November. Also, folks, take advantage of this. The quick bits videos. You send, it could be anywhere from a couple minutes to 10 minutes. You send me a video. We put a picture of you, thumbnail, gallery. If you see an FMA discussion, you're seeing it pinned. Matter of fact, the latest one's Tom Pena put one in and Guru Sachi. And we post them right on the channel. Again, they don't have to be long, a couple minutes to 10 minutes, and they're doing really well. Great feedback coming so far. And plus, it's a way to get yourself exposed to what you do. So reach out to me. If it's something you want to do, let me know. I'll put you in the group and all that. And I'm kind of going consecutive order. Like the next ones I'm going to be posting, which will probably maybe be tomorrow, latest Tuesday, will be Tuhan Bill and Chad. Maestro Chad from Florida, Chad Bailey. So those are going to be the next 2. But the ones that just got posted this morning are, again, Guru Sachi and Guru Tom Pena, both, ironically, Lightning Scientific. So check those out. But if you want to be part of it, just let me know. We're trying to get folks into something that we definitely want to keep going. And check out the upcoming joint online seminars. Again, also, if that's something you want to be part of, just let me know. All right, folks, thank you for jumping in, and we will see you next time.